Hey guys, what's up? It's Card Shuffler 99 here today. Adam's going to show you guys a pretty cool trick that involves the 4 kings. But before that, make sure you check out our social media in the description below. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification button so the second we post, you guys can check us out. Also, there will be a link for free My Apps in the description below. Click that link, download free apps, get points, and then get free rewards like gift cards. Anyways, let's get into the trick.
Alright, Robert, go ahead and select any card. Go ahead, show the camera. It's fine if I see the card. Go ahead, show everybody. In this case, the 8 of clubs. Okay, so we'll use the 8 of clubs here. I'm going to take the 8 and we can put it somewhere into the middle of the pack. Everybody can see there the 8 of clubs is going to go somewhere into the middle of the pack. And we don't care where it goes, but we'll give it some cuts and just cut it into the pack. And we'll try to lose it as best we can. So, Robert, here we have 4 kings. We have the king of spades, king of clubs, king of hearts, and king of diamonds. Now, Robert, we need to pick one of the colors, so in this case, red or black, okay, to help us with the trick. So go ahead, pick one.
Let's go with the black kings.
So you set the black kings to help us with the trick. So I'll take the black kings, we'll set them over there for now. In this case, we'll use the red kings, okay? So we're going to use the red kings first, just to kind of like eliminate anything, okay? So once again, I have the box here. So we're going to use the 2 red kings, in this case, the king of diamonds and the king of hearts. Okay, so this is what we're going to do here. I'm going to take the 2 kings, we'll set it right on top of the box. So once again, the king of hearts and the king of diamonds. And you said that we'll use the 2 black kings to help us in locating your card. So here, let me just position this over there, just so everybody can kind of get a better look. It's always better to have it in the middle. So there we go, we can set them down right there. Now, Robert, you said you wanted to use the black kings here to help us find your card, correct?
Yeah.
So that is exactly what we'll do. In this case, we'll use the king of clubs and the king of spades. I'm going to take the king of clubs and put that on top, and the king of spades can go right onto the bottom of the deck. And all we have to do is, I'll just give it a quick cut, just like that. So basically what happens here is the kings move deeper into the pack, okay? And all they're going to do is try to locate your card, okay? In this case, your card, the 8 of clubs.
Yes.
So let's go through the pack here, and let's see if the kings have actually captured.
Oh, I like
you can see there they've actually captured 1 card. You can see here they've captured 1 card. In this case, it happens to be the 2 red kings. Well, I thought the 2 red kings were over there.
Wait, no, those were there. I saw them.
That must mean that this right here is actually your card. So that is the trick, guys. It's a pretty cool sandwich effect. I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's get straight into the tutorial. So this is kind of a simpler version of a trick known as Casino Royale with cheese. That is a much more complicated version of the trick. So this is a much simpler way to do it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go into exactly how this is done. Okay, so all you need for this, I like to use a box here. I'll explain why later into the trick. You don't necessarily need the box. You're going to take out the 4 kings. Now, there's no gimmicks to this trick, which is nice. So just have the 4 kings and try to make sure that they're not like mixed up or anything, like red, black, or anything like that. Just try to keep the reds together and the blacks together to start the trick. And you can start with this on the table. Now, the pack can be shuffled. Always nice to have the spectators shuffle the pack before the trick, so they can shuffle it and they can select a card. So you can even have them select one face up. It doesn't matter. Let's go with the 3 of diamonds for this trick. So all you have to do here is get the card to the top of the pack. So I'll teach you guys really quick some methods. I'll teach you guys what I did in the performance here. You can take it. I put it somewhere into the middle here. Okay. And what I did was, as I push it in, I actually get a break, okay? And how I do this is I put pressure down on the card, and when I push it in, I can actually grab a thumb break right above their card. So let me come around here. I'll show you guys exactly how this works. So you have their card somewhere in the middle of the pack here. Everybody can see there. And all I do, you can even show that to them that's going somewhere to the middle. You push it in just like that, putting pressure downwards. And now you have a break right above their card. Okay, so once you have this break, okay, so once again, you're here, you push it in, down, bam, you have a break. All I do is I just cut packets down, cutting their card straight to the top, okay? Now from here, you can do a shuffle, keeping theirs on top. You can do the overhand shuffle control, where you just shuffle a packet off, hold some breaks or something, shuffle on top. You can keep grabbing these packets because their card is right here. And when you finally want to bring their card back to the top, you basically just shuffle their card back to the top. So if you guys want a more in-depth tutorial on the overhand shuffle control, we actually do have one. But yeah, just bring their card to the top and honestly make this seem impossible. Make it seem like their card is actually lost in the pack if you can. Just do everything you can to make it seem like their card is actually in the middle of the pack, okay? So now that it's on top, all you're going to do is you're going to ask them to pick either the red kings or the black kings, okay? So they can pick either, it doesn't matter. Let's say they say black, you're going to take the red kings first. If they say red, you're going to take the black kings first, just because if they said red, the red cards are going to help find their card, okay, if that makes sense. So let's say they said red. We'll take the black kings here, and these black kings are going to kind of play around a little bit. So what you're going to do here is you're going to get a pinky break right under their cards. So their card's on top, I get a pinky break. And all I do here, you can push off and grab a pinky break, but I like to just lift up in the corner with my thumb here. It's not too suspicious that you're kind of just fiddling here with the deck, but I just lift up a little bit, grab a pinky break, and I'm ready to go. Take the two black kings. You could say king of clubs, set that right on top. Same thing here, king of spades, set that right on top. Now you're going to lift on the break, so you have 3 cards here, okay? You have 3 cards, you have 2 kings, and their card right underneath. Now what you're going to do here is you're going to peel off 2 cards one at a time. So you're going to go 1, bring that to the bottom, square it up, 2. Now these I'm going to hold kind of separate so I can actually show the 2 kings. Now what this does is actually brings their card to the top now. Okay, so let me teach this one more time, okay? So you have the 3 card packet here. You're going to go 1 king, 2 kings, okay? And you can actually show the 2 kings just like that. Now, what you're going to do here is you're actually going to do a move. And all you're going to do here is you're going to take this. I like to take this bottom card and line it up with the deck here. And all I do is I kind of put my pinky right on top of this card. So I'm here. I set it down. I kind of put my pinky on top of this card as I square it up. So basically I kind of get like a pinky break here. So it helps me square the pack up. And now I'm just lifting up on 2 cards. So I basically just ditched one of the kings, okay? So now that that king's gone, basically once it's here, okay, everybody's just like, oh, okay, that could just be 1 card. But then you can actually split it apart. Now, this right here actually plays a big role in later in the trick. Because now they have a mental picture. And they're saying to themselves, oh, okay, so this right here, this kind of 1 card here is actually 2 cards. Right, because you actually do split it in front of their face and set it down. Now, you do need to set this card away as well. So what I like to do is I like to pick this up, reposition the box here, and same thing. I'm going to take this, push it down, take my pinky, put it on top, and just lift up on 1 card. Now, that's why that mental picture in the beginning is kind of a better idea, because not only did they get to see 2 cards on the box, and they kind of remembered that at the end of the trick, but they remember that when you had like 1 card position before, and you split it apart into 2, now they think that this is actually 2 cards. So here we go. You're going to set this here. And don't move it, obviously, because if it starts shaking around, there's only 1 card, it becomes really obvious. So I like to set it there. Keep little attention from that. Okay, so now this is their card. Okay? Now you have the 2 black kings still on the top of the deck. You're going to get a break, another pinky break, on the top card. Okay, so I'm here. Pinky break on the top card. Okay? So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the 2 red kings. And I'm going to place the 2 red kings on top. And you can notice here I'm putting it face up. Okay, so once again, I have my break. Okay, so I get my pinky break. I set the 2 kings down face up. Okay, and all I do here is I say we have the king of hearts and the king of diamonds. Now, obviously, you don't want to flash that because you already have one of the kings in between. And the other king is right here. Okay, so you show it like this. You say, okay, so we have the king of hearts and king of diamonds. Once again, all I did here is I got a pinky break, put the 2 kings face up, and I count 1 off. Okay, and I kind of hold it like that. All right. Now, all I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the king of diamonds, or the bottom card that only has 1 card. I'm going to set this on top. And now here I have 2 cards, okay, but I'm concealing it as 1. I'm going to put this onto the bottom of the deck. Okay, so be careful. Try not to flash anything there. Now, if you wanted to, you could kind of peel down on that bottom card like that and show the king of hearts and the king of diamonds. But just be careful not to flash that bottom card. Now, at this point, you can do multiple things, okay? You could simply cut the deck. So you can just cut the deck in front of their face. Or what you could do is actually you can make it seem a little more magical and you can do a pass. Now, if you do the pass, what you can do is you can basically Basically, all the pass does is it basically just cuts the deck anyway. But if you did a pass, like an invisible pass or something like that, it would seem magical because now the kings have actually disappeared from the top and the bottom, you could say. Now, obviously, if you just cut the deck, it doesn't make sense to say that they disappear from the top and the bottom, obviously, because you just cut them into the deck in front of their face. So you could just cut it, or if you want to do a pass and you could say, hey, check it out, now we got the cards to actually disappear from the top and the bottom. They actually move deeper into the deck. You could say that as well. But you don't have to do a pass, obviously. You bring it to the middle of the pack here, and you could say the 2 red kings have captured 1 card. Now, all I'm doing here is I spread through, and I'm going to get a break under these 4 cards, okay? Now, this is a king here. This is a king as well. Grab a break under the 4 cards, set that down, and all I do here is I peel this card off, peel that off, and set that right there. So now I actually have another card here, okay? And all the move is literally I just flip it over, and I kind of separate the 2 cards a little bit. You don't have to be too fancy with that. You're just here, and I just split them apart slightly. You basically say, hey, check it out. It actually captured the 2 black kings, which obviously they think is over there. So that is the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a pretty cool one. And this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.